SB19 What You Need to Know. What if the dream you're chasing is the one that breaks you first? What if before the applause there was silence, painful, deafening silence? You think success is all about talent and luck? Think again, because SB19 didn't just rise. They bled for it. And what they endured to stand where they are now isn't just a story. It's a battle cry for every Filipino holding on to an impossible dream. Stay until the end, and you'll discover the real reason why SB19 is more than just music. It's a movement, a mirror of who we are and who we can become. If you like this type of stories, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. There are stories that inspire, and there are stories that awaken something deep inside you. SB19's journey does both, but this isn't about where they started. It's about what they represent today: pure determination, unshakable belief, and the unmatched strength of the Filipino spirit. When you watch them perform, you're not just witnessing a show, you're witnessing proof that the impossible can bow to those who refuse to give up. Behind every beat, every lyric, and every synchronized move is a struggle only few can survive. The stage may sparkle, but the road to it was dark, silent, and lonely. SB19 teaches us that dreams don't come wrapped in comfort. They arrive dressed as trials. They knock you down, test your soul, and force you to ask, do I really want this? And if your answer is yes, like theirs was, then you have to fight. Not once, not twice, but every single day. SB19's success didn't happen because they waited for a break. It happened because they broke limits, because they refused to let hunger, rejection, and exhaustion define their destiny. Their story is soaked in sacrifice, and that sacrifice built something no one can ever take away: authenticity, grit, purpose. They remind us that Filipino excellence isn't about showing off, it's about showing up. Even when no one claps, even when no one believes, even when your own voice tells you it's not worth it anymore. SB19 didn't just work hard. They worked with Pusong Pinoy, that quiet kind of strength passed on by parents who worked 2 jobs. That pride you feel when you stand up for something bigger than yourself. Humility in the face of greatness. Because true success isn't loud, it's loyal. Loyal to the reason you started. Loyal to the people who stayed. Loyal to the dream that kept you breathing when everything else said quit. Watch SB19 and you don't just see artists. You see warriors. You see every Filipino who had to pretend they were okay while chasing something no one understood. You see every person who held on to a vision when there was no proof it would work. You see the power of pananampalataya, the kind that fuels your fight even when you've got nothing left to give. There's a fire in SB19's eyes that no amount of fame can dim, because that fire was forged in struggle, not spotlight. Their journey is not about being the first, it's about being the boldest. About choosing to rise with Dungka and refusing to blend in just to be accepted. This is the heart of SB19, not performance but purpose. They are proof that greatness does not come from comfort zones. It's born from sacrificio, those quiet moments when no one sees your tears, but you keep moving anyway. It's shaped by discipline, molded by rejection, and polished by passion. That's why every step they take is not just for themselves, it's for lahaing Filipino who ever dared to dream. They made it, not because they had it easy, but because they stood for something real. When they sing, they carry with them the stories of every Filipino who wakes up before sunrise, who sends money back home, who works abroad alone, who endures judgment, and still shows up with grace. That's the power of SB19. They don't just perform, they represent us. And through every challenge, they never lost what mattered most: pagmamahal sa bayan. Pride not in ego, but in heritage. They didn't forget their roots. In fact, they planted them deeper, so that when the winds of pressure came, they didn't bend. They stood tall. The truth is, success is never just about being seen. It's about seeing others, lifting them, inspiring them, and letting your journey become a light in someone else's darkness. SB19 has become that light. So if you're watching this wondering if your dream is too far, too crazy, or too hard, look at them. They are living proof that no dream is too big for someone willing to sacrifice everything for it. SB19 isn't just a boy group. They are a symbol of Filipino strength, resilient, relentless, and real. And now, we turn the spotlight to you. What will you do with your pain? Will you let it break you or build you? SB19 chose to build. And maybe, just maybe, so can you? If this message hits something in your heart, let us know. Because somewhere, someone like you is holding on to a dream that needs this story. Tell us, what's your dream?